Well, good morning. Look how many people are on the screen right now. Gosh, what a blessing.
Good morning.
Hi, guys.
Good morning. Good to be here.
Guys, welcome to Coffee with Enlace. We have so many friends on today, more than we've ever had before, and it's just a blessing to be with you guys. I'm going to introduce myself real quick. My name is Joel Barnes. I am a volunteer with Enlace. I go to Soul City Church here in the West Loop of Chicago, but today I'm with some friends from Willow Creek, and I want to introduce you guys. And so we have Jimmy, we have Kelly, we have Leslie, and we have Mark Haugan, who used to be a member of, used to work at Willow and now is full-time with Enlace. And so for everybody, I would love for you guys to introduce yourself and tell us why you're here this morning. Mark, I'll start with you, and then Leslie, then Jimmy, then Kelly. How about that order?
Awesome. Fantastic. Yep. So I'm Mark Haugan, and I work for Enlace. And one of my big things is I'm the runner guy. You probably, maybe if you follow me, you're tired of my posts as I'm doing this whole social distance running thing. That's me. I'm that guy.
I love it.
I got my Enlace hat on, and check it out. I got my Hot Tamale 5K. That's right. We're going to have a virtual 5K coming up. It was going to be a real 5K at Montrose Harbor, but everything is virtual in Chicago through the end of the summer. So we're going virtual too. HotTamaleRun.com. That's right. HotTamaleRun.com. We'll talk more about that later, but I'm the runner guy, but I do love my coffee as well. So that's me. That's Mark Haugan.
If you don't follow him on social, follow him on social. Mark, what's your Instagram?
It is Mark.Haugan or something like that, I think.
Yeah, Mark, search for Mark Haugan. Check it out every day. I love them. I love them because you're a little bit winded from running because you're getting off of it, but the clarity that comes out, I love it. I feel like it's from God. Leslie, hi.
Hi, how are you?
Welcome to the show.
Good. Thank you. So my name is Leslie. I'm a Salvadorian girl. I have been here in the United States for 11 years. And I met Mark at Willow. I'm a staff at Willow Creek. And we enjoy running with him. So I love also Enlace, what they are doing. So I'm so glad that you invite us.
Yeah, well, welcome to the show. I think I said Kelly's next. Did I say Kelly's next? I don't know who I said was next. Kelly, you want to go? Jimmy, you're next.
Okay. I'm next. Okay. Hi, Jimmy Paz here. I'm from Colombia, South America, and been going to Willow forever. And we met Mark and his wife, Stephanie, and we always connected in different ways until then recently he invited me to join his running group. And I always run by myself with a few friends. And I just love people, to be around people and to exercise as much as I possibly can.
Yeah.
And so that's the reason I joined, because when they told me it's going to be a bunch of us and we're going to drink coffee and we're going to hang out and laugh and just be like a family, I'm always a part of that. So that's the reason
I love it. And Kelly, you're up.
My turn. I went on a mission trip with Enlace and Willow 2 summers ago with the young adults, and then met Mark at Celebration of Hope, and he talked about this half marathon, and I was like, well, I'm already training for one. And then he convinced me to join, and I just completely fell in love with our community and our weekly runs, and it hasn't stopped, even if it's virtual now. So I love that. I was supposed to be on the relay across El Salvador, and it was such a great team, and I would have been so excited to meet you, Joel, and have you there with us. And then that got canceled because of everything that's going on.
Yeah, just about 2 days before we were supposed to ship out. I was the last edition. I wasn't actually on as a runner. I was going to be on to help shoot some video and social stuff and do some social content building for the actual 5K, the Hot Tamale Run here in Chicago. I'm not a runner per se, and in this particular season I have a torn meniscus, so it's going to be a little bit before I can get into running shape, but I'm going to get there one day, and I promise you all, I make big promises on these shows, I'm promising you all that we will run together at some point in the future.
Nice.
And I'll earn my running shirt. Right now I just have a Love Thy Neighborhood shirt, which I felt like was appropriate. You know what I'm saying? We are all in community right now. But I want to talk a little bit about some of your experience with Enlace so far. Like, what kind of events have you guys done? why are you guys passionate about Enlace? It takes a lot to, first of all, I think it takes a lot for Mark to kind of be like, hey, these guys love us and they should be on the show. But what is it about you? What's inside of you that is so passionate about Enlace, about the community, about what is going on right now in the world? Leslie, I'll start with you.
Yeah, well, I will start saying that I'm very grateful for Enlace because they are doing an excellent job, you know, with my sisters and brothers in El Salvador and Central America and other countries. I know they know the needs that they have. So I'm very grateful because they are providing, you know, stability and security over there and in the middle, on the middle of this situation that is affecting us, right?
Yeah.
So I love Enlace. I really love Enlace.
And you have been in the States for 11 years, and you were a dentist in El Salvador, and you moved to the States. And tell me, what do you do now with dentistry at Willow?
Okay, so Willow has a dental clinic. It's a nonprofit dental clinic over there. So I was volunteering over there for almost 4 years. And then they asked me to be part of the staff. So right now I'm a dental assistant. I'm working with a lot of dentists that they just are volunteers there.
Yeah.
So that's, yeah, I also train volunteers how to assist, you know, dentists.
Very important. Very important. Thank you so much for your involvement. Jimmy, tell me, what gets you fired up about Enlace?
I just love community, you know. I mean, when I be honest, when I got invited, I thought it was just to hang out and go running together, you know, just a group of people running.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I'm in for that. But then once you start to know everybody, you know, you just became friends, you know. I mean, we built some friendships through just running together. And then when we found out the cause of behind it, the reason why we're running, then I just fell in love with that, to be able to be a part of, you know, a small part of something that is so huge, to be able to help communities in other parts of the world that don't have the same blessings as much as we know, as easy as we do here, you know. So that to me was just a reason to be a part of it, you know, just
you know, I think that there's something that's really special about a person that can make the connection to their brothers and sisters in Central America and in El Salvador and Guatemala and Nepal without having been there. And that's something that I just found out that you haven't been on a trip yet.
No, I have not. Yeah.
And I make big promises on the show.
We're recruiting them.
I make big promises on the show. This is a big promises show. First of all, Michelle Bueno already has me getting an Enlace tattoo, right? That was a long, she convinced me. And I hadn't even seen her face yet, and she was convincing me to get an Enlace tattoo. And I'm like, yeah, duh, for sure. So Jimmy, I need today, right now, this Thursday morning, I need you to commit to being on a trip with us at some point.
At some point, yes, for sure. I told him, like I told Mark, I would love to do that. That's always been on like the bucket list type of deal. So
you gotta be. If you love them now, if you love what Enlace does now, go out there and see it.
It's like pupusas every day, Jimmy.
Yeah.
That might be hard. That might be hard.
The pupusas. Well, you will.
Yeah, exactly.
I already love them, but that's the problem. You know, I don't want. You know, I love pupusas.
We did a pupusa making contest out there. I may or may not have won that challenge. I'm not gonna lie. I'm a competitive person. Kelly, what about you? Tell me why you're fired up about Enlace and what we're up to now.
Man, now that we're talking about pupusas, I'm like, oh.
That's why, right?
I was so the trip that I went on, we were working with just the church community and in a schoolyard, and just to see like that church community come together, and people outside of the church who have been highly like judged by the community, like to see them serve, and just to look beyond, and of course to have Karen and Franco just remind us like why we're there and how excited they were to have us there.
Yeah.
And then my favorite thing was the house visits, where we heard from these people who were in such need, but so grateful, and such they had such faith, and there were just miracles that we heard about, and I loved it.
Yeah.
And then ever since then, having the community with the runners, and having different people with different experiences with Enlace, it just feels like we are the link now.
Yeah.
And just love to keep it going. Mark.
I saw that. That was pretty good. Dave McGee. Dave
I didn't
McGee
plan
is
that.
singing your praises right now. If he, and I'm sure he's watching the show. So
Did I get that? Because I've done that. Is that from Dave? Did he subliminally put that in my
I
mind?
don't know.
I say the same thing.
It's the Mark Pat. No. But, and also to be under Mark's,
Exactly. The
it's
tattoo
such
I'm
a
getting.
blessing. Oh yeah. I can't wait. It's been such a blessing to be like under Mark's wing too. I know he's not gonna he's too humble, but just to see his leadership and how it's not just a job for him, like he completely just cares about the cause and cares about the people, and that's like his livelihood. And so it's just great.
Yeah, I agree. I'm gonna shower Mark a little bit on this one too. He is extremely humble, and he teases himself for being a dork. And you know what I've realized is there are a lot of things
you realize that's true.
I'm a big dork about too, but I'm a big dork about the things that I am the most humble about. Like I can put all humility aside and say, I don't care. I'm just going to be who exactly I want to be, or who God's made me to be in this space, because I believe it and I love it and it's in my veins. And that's you, Mark. So then that's also a pretty good segue to take it to go ahead, give us all the nerd details about the Hot Tamale 5K, please.
We're going to do a lot of this on the show today. I'm going to get the shirt in short fashion and show you. We got a little running tamale. Pretty awesome.
Yummy.
Yeah.
There is. And let me just share a little about the origin story about why do we have a hot tamale run. Well, first of all, tamales are delicious.
First of all,
tamales are a very popular food in El Salvador after the pupusa, but tamales are eaten all across Central America.
Yeah.
And sometimes they're hot and spicy, sometimes they're not, but they're always delicious. And one of the things about our running community that we've had at Willow was we would eat tamales and drink coffee after just about every single long run.
Wait, that's
Saturday
real?
morning.
You guys did that?
Goodness, I miss those tamales. I always ate 2 or 3, and empanadas too.
Because you earned it, first of all. Second of all, that's real? You guys have a tamale community right now?
Oh, yeah.
And coffee from El Salvador.
Yep.
That is amazing. I did not know that.
Be back. Come July, August, September, when we're training for the Chicago Half Marathon, we're going to have our tamales, our breakfast burritos, our empanadas, café
Taquitos con papas.
That's right. Roll potato taco, breakfast tacos. So, yeah, we're all about having a community that loves good food together and then also runs together. And so that's kind of been a part of what our community's been. So I go, well, how do we create like a tamale festival / 5K?
Yeah.
So we planned on doing it in Montrose Harbor on May 30th. And then, of course, coronavirus. And now, according to J.B. Pritzker or Mayor Lightfoot or somebody, we can't actually convene any kind of events or festivals in Chicago through the end of the summer.
Yeah.
So we've already got this whole incredible 5K planned.
Yeah.
So what do? We're going to take that and we're going to go virtual with that. And so if you go to hottamale-run.com, that's right, hottamale-run.com, you just click that. You can go in. It's just $40. Got to clearly show the 4.
Yeah.
For $40, you get yourself a sweet T-shirt. The new ones actually say Quarantine Edition up here. That's right.
Really?
Quarantine Edition. Oh, yeah. You get a medal, which is a running tamale on it, and we mail that to you, and then you run on behalf of our cause. You also have the option to make an additional donation. And what I just want to say right now is we need you to run with us.
Yeah.
Where we are headed right now as an organization, programmatically, is pretty singularly focused right now. We have thousands of families. I was starting to get the lists on Google Sheets in my email right now. Real people, real names, real families that are running out of food right now in El Salvador and Guatemala.
Yeah.
And
our organization right now in Enlace, we are 100% focused on coming alongside those families. You know, no one should starve during the quarantine.
Yeah.
We do not want to see that happen. So I guess I'm being a little bit intense about this, but if you run, that's one way you can help.
Yeah.
If you drink some Enlace coffee, that's one way you can help us out as we reach, because that's all we're doing right now is coming alongside churches that love their communities and are helping families right now who are going hungry because of this extended period without work. And so therefore they don't have food to buy, money to buy food. So run with us, the Hot Tamale 5K, and make a world of difference. That's what I would say.
So how are people doing? How are people tracking the 5K? I mean, how are people social distance running kind of together? Like, will you guys maybe get in a group and stay 6 feet apart? I mean, I know that if I were to run, I'd be like 400 feet apart, but I'm like behind. But are people able to kind of do that and maybe create little small communities where you all kind of get there safely and then get out the cars and then not hug, but then run. I mean, I'm a big hugger, guys, big, and I'm also 6'5", and so it feels like the whole world is hugging you when I get in there. So I'm a big hugger. I miss it, but get out the cars. Don't hug, but run. Can people do that?
Absolutely, they can.
That's
or
awesome.
they can do it on their treadmill, or they can do it by themselves in their neighborhood. And they can do it anywhere in the United States, really anywhere in the world. We'll mail you your shirt. We'll mail you your medal. So whether you're in Pennsylvania or New Hampshire or California or Illinois or Iowa, wherever it is you are, you can run it with us in this event.
You can run as a family too, you know?
Yeah, whoever's quarantining together absolutely can. That's great. That's a great idea, Leslie. You said you were shy. Come on. Jimmy, how are you going to run? How are you going to do it?
Well, I'm thinking of convincing my wife to do it. My wife broke her foot, so she's just getting back to like reality again, and she wants to do a 5K. So I think now that Mark reminded us, like let's do this again together. So
we can still do it.
The only thing I'm sad about is where am I going to get my tamales from? Now
I know.
That's good. We can't mail tamales,
we'll gather
right?
a group at Willow in the parking lot, and Maria Jaimes has said she will make tamales for everybody. So we will replicate that if you want to come out to Barrington. So.
Yeah.
Oh, I see a plan forming. What about you, Kelly? How are you going to do it?
All I know is I'm thinking in my head, like, can we at least do it at some of our group, do it at the same time and like maybe video each other at the same time?
Ooh, yeah.
So that we are doing it together, but safely,
Yeah, I think that's going to be a big thing too. Sharing it, getting it out there. Mark, I'm sure you'll come with a hashtag for us at some point to kind of besides Hot Tamale Run 2020, or maybe that's it. But maybe some sort of hashtag we can kind of share and do this. It's been really interesting to see how people have kind of connected from afar in a little bit. And I mean, for God's sakes, we're on a Zoom call right now that, you know what I'm saying? Like everything about what we're doing right now, everything about it has been a pivot. I got involved because I heard of the idea of Enlace coffee. And so I'll speak to that a little bit right now. So what Enlace has done is they've pivoted one of their giving models to not just because travel down to El Salvador is obviously stopped for the foreseeable future, but you can still get involved with the coffee program. So enlacecoffee.com for $40. Oh, is that from Enlace? That's from El Salvador. Yes. Ooh, yeah. I like it. Anybody else have a El Salvador one? This is
no, but it's funny.
Guanaca, hermana. Me encanta.
But yeah, so I just got my coffee. It is a beautiful bag. It is enlacecoffee.com. You can sign up, $40. It's a giving program with a perk. And so you can sign up for that and also help support everything that Enlace is doing right now. Leslie, I'm going to put you on the spot a little bit. If you want to, I would love for you to say something, a blessing or a prayer even, for our brothers and sisters in El Salvador. You feel comfortable doing that? All right.
In Spanish?
Yes, please. Will you do it in Spanish? We want to make sure everyone feels seen and loved and supported in this time. And what a great way to do that right now.
Before I start praying, I just want to say something in Spanish to my people over there.
Let's do it.
So, quiero decirle a toda mi gente de El Salvador que por medio de Enlace estamos aquí para poderles ayudar, para brindarles algunas cosas que necesitan, que sientan que están apoyados, que Enlace no ha parado de estar con ustedes en medio de esta situación. Sabemos que todos allá están en necesidad y por eso estamos acá reunidos tratando de hacer diferentes cosas para poderles brindar ayuda o soporte. Así que voy a rezar por ustedes. Me siento muy, muy orgullosa de formar parte de Enlace. Estoy muy agradecida con ellos por la pasión que ellos ponen para ayudar a todos nuestros hermanos salvadoreños y centroamericanos y en otros países. Así que vamos a orar. Señor Jesús, te doy las gracias por esta organización que es Enlace, que tiene un gran corazón y saben que tiene un gran corazón para poder ayudar a nuestros hermanos en necesidad. Por favor, Señor Jesús, sigue abriendo más corazones para que se unan a estas causas y podamos recaudar fondos para poder ayudar a las personas que están en gran necesidad. Tú eres grande y confiamos en ti, Señor, que las cosas van a ser a tu manera. Bendito y alabado seas. Amén.
Amén.
Amen.
Gracias.
Gracias.
Yeah.
We appreciate that. Jimmy, I would love it for you to, we're going to do something a little bit different and close out our time today. And I, I just kind of try to listen to whatever the Spirit wants me to do. And I felt like I want Jimmy and Kelly to close out in prayer, if that's okay. Do you guys feel comfortable doing that? Yes. Can I do that? So Jimmy, if you want to start, Kelly, you want to finish. I just want to kind of bless the runners, bless people's hearts as to how they're, thinking through how they can support, whether it's running, whether it's coffee, whatever it is, but whatever your heart desires. If you guys would pray for us and close us out, I'd appreciate it.
Sure. Dear Father, thank you for allowing us to get together, even if it's through internet, just to be able to talk about the needs of our people, Lord, and the needs of our world in Central America and everything that everybody is going through emotionally and even financially, Lord. Thank you for this organization, Enlace, Lord, because through it, you allow to use all these people, Lord, to be able to share their love through it, Lord, and also be able to help others so they could feel your love, Lord. So we thank you because without all these people getting together and having a heart for you, to love you, then other people in Central America and Salvador probably wouldn't even feel your love, Lord. And we thank you for that because this is what you invite us to do. It's a community and it's Christ followers. Be able to serve you and serve you in some way or another. Some do it through speaking, some do it through media. Other of us just do it through just sharing or just to being ourselves and being able to try to uplift others. So I thank you, Lord, for what you do. And I ask you, Lord, for patience for the people that are struggling in Salvador and Central America, for them to not lose hope that you are there with them and that you are using the rest of us to somehow be able to share what you have in plan for them, Lord. So thank you for this organization and thank you for the people that run it and for the people that they want to participate in it, for all the runners, for all the people behind the scenes, Lord. So continue to please pour your love and your blessings over each one of them so we could continue to be a light to the world, Lord.
And God, I want to lift up this group of people right now and anybody that's listening. And I just pray that we can be a comfort to them and that they just know and sense your love and just your peace through this crazy, chaotic time in our life. Yeah. We just pray that in this space that that we do have a little more time, that we just look to you and that we recognize that you're beckoning us to yourself and that that this time is precious. And I know it's hard for a lot of people, but we just pray that you increase in all our lives and just become so much more that we just have so much more of an awareness of you, God. And to our friends in El Salvador, we just, I just pray, thank you for the ones that I've met and the ones that are continuing to carry Enlace, just for their complete faith in you and the examples and how they live their lives to serve you. And over here in stateside too, I just pray, thank you for them. Yeah, we know, God, that you can provide, and we just are asking for that, to provide for our friends and families over there, and just continue to comfort them. In Jesus' name, amen.
Amen. Amen. Thank you so much, guys. I look forward to our prayer time every time on these shows. I'm serious. Every time I get a little bit more lost in it.
Well, that magnet.
It's so important. What's that?
Oh, yeah.
Is that a magnet?
Yeah.
I don't have that magnet.
You have to run with us first.
Oh, that's what you get. That's how you earn the magnet.
Yeah. Start with a 5K first, and then we'll move into the 13.1.
Someone just said they're going to drop off a one of those scooters, like when you're hurt, you ride on the scooter thing.
Yeah.
I'm gonna 5K on that thing. I'm not joking. Actually,
we're going to document that whole thing.
There will be video. I'm sure my kid will put me on her TikTok or something. But okay, to wrap it up and make sure I say all the right things, HotTamaleRun.com is how you figure out how to virtually sign up for this. Way to stay creative, way to stay innovative. You guys have not only shifted to this Enlace coffee program, but kudos to you, Mark, for championing this thing from the very beginning, figuring out all the logistics for actually running it and then switching it to virtual. So kudos to you. But you can run, guys, between June 1st and June 30th. I'd say maybe post a picture of it and make sure you post it, either doing it or afterwards or with your medal or t-shirt or something like that, whatever.
Dressed as a tamale head to toe. That's an option.
I was just going to say that. I really want a tamale costume.
Big, thick yellow blanket.
I know people, Kelly. I can get you a tamale costume. That's actually, you might regret saying that, actually.
I'll do it.
So what you guys don't know about me is I used to run nightclubs. And one of the things that I would do to be completely ridiculous is I would show up as a character. Like I've shown up as a shark, a penguin, a bear, and then didn't tell anybody that was me, but I would just go join the party and dance, and there's pictures and videos and all kind of stuff. But so I actually have a full-size costume place that I know where to go to get it. And she's regretting it as I speak. But
do it.
I'm in theater, so
you'll do it.
We'll do it. So we probably know how to get this done. But you got to run between June 1st, June 30th. And then also don't forget about the half marathon, September 27th. That we're hoping is still going to be a live event. Please, God, let that be a live event.
That's the prayer.
In Jesus' name, let it be a live event. And that you can find more information about that at runforcentralamerica.com. And then also just don't forget about Enlace Coffee, enlacecoffee.com. It is a monthly giving program with a perk. You guys can do it. Guys, thank you so much for being on the show today.
Thank you.
We appreciate you. We appreciate your heart. We appreciate the work you're doing. You're still doing. And thank you guys, and God bless. And I think we are out of here. Sound good?
Thank you.
Bye, everybody.
thank you. Muchas gracias.
Yeah. Dios le bendiga. Dios le bendiga.
Amén.
Vaya con Dios.
Es chivo. Is that good too? I don't know.
I don't know that one.
Corre por Centroamérica.
Sí.
Yes.
Un abrazo, hermano
Get
centroamericano.
Joel a t-shirt.
Hey, I want one of those shirts, Joel. That shirt is nice. Where do you get that shirt?
Thanks,
You're gonna have to hit
man.
me up.
I know a guy.
I like that.
All right, guys. God bless.
Have a blessed rest of the week.
God bless you.
All right.
Bye.
Bye, guys.
Thanks.